Welcome back. It is 7:30 if you are just waking up this Saturday morning. New data shows the mental health challenges facing LGBTQ plus young people. A recent national survey from the Trevor Project found 90% say laws and policies have negatively impacted their well-being. In fact, 36% have seriously considered suicide in the past year. Well, Nin Emery, she's with Thriveworks in Cedar Park, is here with us early in the morning. Thank you so much for getting up with us today. How you doing?
Doing all right. Thank you so much for having me.
Very glad you're here to discuss what is a very, very important topic. So let's talk about this. What are some of the biggest mental health challenges that LGBTQ plus people are facing, especially in that young community?
Well, we're seeing high proportions of anxiety and depression, but there's a special little caveat there, right? So just like how you or I might experience anxiety or depression symptoms if we were in a toxic workplace, right? Or trapped in a stressful or abusive relationship. The anxiety and depression that we see in our LGBTQ plus populations is due to an inability to control a stressful environment, right? That helplessness, that powerlessness that comes with that.
Exactly. So let's talk about some of this data. The latest numbers, or survey I should say, is showing that 90% says laws and policies are hurting their well-being. Let's talk about that. Can we talk about how this current climate is making such a big impact?
Absolutely. I see it in my office every day. Frequently, we're discussing what new information's come in, what new laws and policies are being passed, how they're feeling personally affected, those kinds of things that create barriers to their well-being.
So we know many people in the community are facing rejection at home as well. How does that home life play a role?
That one's especially tricky. If you saw the research from the Trevor Project, it actually shows how much the numbers go up with suicidality or actually attempts of suicide when they don't have that supportive home environment.
Also, I know we're throwing a lot of numbers this morning, but it's important to look at this data. We know 44% in fact said that they wanted mental health care but couldn't get it. So what are they left to do in situations like this?
Yeah, that one's tough. I know that finances and some of those laws and policies can definitely be barriers to getting care. Also worried about if they can trust the provider. We joke in the therapy community that if we had robust community integration, if all of our patients had, very affirming, welcoming communities, then we'd be out of a job. Right? So as much as I can encourage our young LGBTQ people to get into communities, to find people who are like them, to find those supportive people that will help take that edge off.
And so you kind of just touched on it, but any more steps that people can face or take, I should say, to kind of help their mental health stay in check?
Yes. Obviously getting into therapy can be a wonderful thing. Communities can be huge. But as far as therapy goes, I always say find the right type of therapist. If you're not jiving with them, fire them, right? And then to not be scared to come in. I saw in the data that they were afraid of maybe having the mental health care system, take them into, let's say, a hospital or something without their consent. Maybe do some more research on that because there's usually lots of steps before we get to that extreme. So going to a therapist should not be a place that's scary.
All right, Nin, thank you so much. Such an important topic to cover as we honor Pride Month this month. So thanks for getting up early.
Thank you.